Hello there, good Friday morning. I'm here with the Friday update. So it looks like the Thursday previews numbers are in, and let's see how these movies look. And so we have Doctor Sleep, one of the new releases, and I'm here on the Deadline website, deadline.com, and from the headlines, that's the biggest movie of the new releases. So, and according to Deadline, it pulled in 1.5 million in previews. Right here, 1.5 million. Showtime began at 6 p.m. It looks like the estimates are that the movie will pull in probably somewhere. Let's scroll down, see where they had it. The movie. They say probably going to pull it in somewhere in the 25 to 30 million range, and I don't know if they're doing this for 3 days or for 4 days. I had this movie somewhere in the 10 to 15 million range for 3 days, mainly because I say, is this a sequel that people are looking forward to? The Shining was way back when, and this movie, Doctor Sleep, is a sequel to The Shining. But after so many years, are people asking for a sequel? And we'll see. I mean, it pulled in 1.5 million. Estimates are 25 to 30 million. I don't know if it's 3 days or 4 days, but either way, it's a higher estimates than mine. So we'll see what happens after this movie. Reviews are good for this movie. I think it's currently, let's see, Rotten Tomatoes. It's currently 74 on Rotten Tomatoes. We don't know the cinema score yet. We have to wait until Friday for that. There you go. Doctor Sleep is supposedly it's going to do better than my estimate of 10 to 15 million. I just mainly because I feel that I don't think people are asking for a Doctor Sleep movie. Even if it opens somewhere between 25 to 30 million, I think it's gonna quickly drop off from there, in the second weekend. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one is Midway. It's the World War II movie about the Battle of Midway. Focus on the attack on Pearl Harbor and what happens afterwards. That subject was tackled in Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor. This one, is another story in the same vein, and it pulled in 925 million in Thursday previews, which began at 7 p.m. at 2,600 locations. And this movie say they're gonna probably pull in about 16 million or so. I said this movie could probably open somewhere around the 15 million-ish range as well. So we're sort of in agreement there. This is a movie that wants to take advantage of the Veterans Day. So, but I'm saying, I don't think people are asking for a war movie, World War II from way back when. But hey, there you go. And this is directed by Roland Emmerich, who is transitioning from a producer to a director, and his movie generally hasn't been that well received. And the reviews are not going to do this movie any favor because it's currently at 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, so not very well reviewed. And I guess it's the same with other Roland Emmerich movies, poorly reviewed. But he liked his action. So there you go with Midway, 925K in Thursday previews. Not off to a very good start, but let's see what the actual numbers for this movie will be on Friday and the weekend. Alright, next we have Last Christmas. It's the rom-com with Emilia Clarke and Henry Golding. It pulled in about 575K from Thursday previews, which started at 7 p.m. and in 2,700 theaters. Let's see. I said this movie could probably pull in somewhere around the 15 million range as well. I think all these movies, I said the new releases are going to probably pull in somewhere around that range. So I said it could probably go up or down, but I say Last Christmas, it's probably gonna pull in around something similar because Emilia Clarke is fresh off her role in the Game of Thrones, the TV series, and then Henry Golding, Crazy Rich Asian, and, capitalizing on that fame there. Reviews wise, let's see how it does. 48%, not great, but not exactly terrible either, right? It is a rom-com, and rom-coms, haven't been doing that well at the box office recently. Let's see if this one could turn the tide. And with the 575K in the Thursday previews, it looks like somewhere going to be it's probably going to open up somewhere in the about 15 million range, just like where I had it. Okay, and then there's Playing with Fire. They don't have the numbers for Playing with Fire. It's oncoming, but reviews were terrible. 23% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is the movie starring John Cena, as a fireman who has to babysit, 3 kids of various ages. And, this is one of these babysitting comedies, like Mrs. Doubtfire and a couple others. Hulk Hogan was in one of these movies. Vin Diesel was in one of these movies. Generally they score pretty well with these comedies, right? No expectations, young kids, etc. I say this movie could probably pull in 15 million 3 days as well. So let's see if this rings true. All right, that's it for the update. Tune in, I guess, Monday evening or Tuesday morning for my full podcast. Until then, take care. Bye bye.